Go to the handoff. Damian Barling, D'Lo, and KC coming up here at noon, hanging out with you till 4. DeAaron Fox, we've decided, is the most important player for the Kings tonight. Who is number 2 on that list for you?
Domantas Sabonis.
Why is it Domas?
Well, because I think Domas has a demon to a certain degree to exercise in terms of the Golden State Warriors.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I think he's such a catalyst to what they do on the offensive end. If you guys were talking about those spray threes, if he's looking out to, Keegan, Harrison, Keon, whoever, and those guys aren't hitting shots, or at least aren't hitting the shots at a clip that they're going to need to beat the Warriors tonight, he's got to be aggressive offensively. It can't be a 10-shot attempt night for Domas for me. He has to be aggressive offensively. If he goes out there, he's always going to play the right way. There's never been a question about the way Domantas Sabonis plays.
Yeah.
He's always going to play the right way. He's always going to look to be a distributor first. You could do that. I'm perfectly fine with that. But if it's not clicking, if it's not working, if they're having a bad night from 3, he has to be aggressive, and he has to know when, okay, we've missed a couple in a row. All right, I'm not going to ask these guys to pass up open looks, but I have to be aggressive here on the inside. Otherwise, because we already know the way Draymond is going to play him. Draymond's going to challenge him, and if he doesn't answer that challenge, I think the Warriors will have their way with Domas all day.
Yeah, I'd say that's where also Harrison Barnes comes in. Like, Harrison Barnes lately has gotten back to like the basics of, hey, look, we need to slow this thing down. I need to get to the line. I need to go do my slow motion Euro step, get to the basket. And I think that while Sabonis, they're going to double team, that's where HB has like an advantage. They're never going to double team him. If he makes a move, if he fakes a 3 and goes, okay, like it's him one-on-one, and he's going to either make the bucket or he's going to get to the foul line.
I kept waiting for that in the entire last playoff series.
Yeah.
Because that was the case last year too in the postseason.
For HB?
Yeah. The Warriors just don't have a guy Andrew Wiggins can stay in front of Harrison Barnes or Jonathan Kuminga, but they have other players to deal with who are not Harrison Barnes, where I think you're going to see like Chris Paul hanging around on Harrison Barnes or maybe Klay Thompson. And that's a matchup that at this point, Harrison Barnes should be able to take advantage of. And it's just, and it comes down to this, Damian, and we talked about this earlier a little bit. It's like, man, this entire game kind of feels like we talk about these stars and this and that, but this entire game kind of for me comes down to, hey, if the Warriors don't have many answers for Harrison Barnes, the same way the Kings don't have that many answers for like Andrew Wiggins. And if one of those two goes off for 20 plus, feels like that team's just going to
win. So, what's funny about that is on the Harrison standpoint.
Yeah.
Harrison scored 39 the last time these two teams played. Yeah. And the Kings won by 1.
Yeah. Well, what are you going to do?
But think about that. Like Malik was there.
Yeah.
And Herter was there. And Harrison Barnes scored 39 points. And the Kings won by 1.
Yeah.
Like it just goes to, our conversation all week has been the Kings have to play virtually perfect. And that's just the unfortunate nature of the position they're in. You have the ability when Kevin and Malik are around for one guy to maybe be off a little bit. Maybe 1.5 could be a little off. You don't have that cushion anymore, especially against the Warriors, a team that knows you so well, a team that challenges you unlike anyone else does. And yeah, it's just they have to be perfect. And Harrison has to, everything you guys just laid out, Harrison has to do that. Kyle, everything you were laying out regarding Keegan Murray when I walked in, Keegan's got to do that. And Domas has to be great. DeAaron has to be the guy. It's just the unfortunate nature of where the Kings are right now without Malik and without Kevin Herter. The only way they survive is to be damn near perfect.
What's funny about this, and this has kind of been the ethos of the whole show. That's not the word I was looking for. Ethos? That was not the word I was looking for. That's kind of been the theme of the whole show is I think they're sitting there at 95-7 right now having a very similar conversation.
Yeah. Just talk to Gil Ronstein about it.
Steph's got to be the guy, and you're hoping that Harrison Barnes and Jonathan Kuminga and Draymond Green, all these guys, it is a fascinating matchup because the teams are so different. yet they're in the exact same place of this.
But that's the tough part, right? When push comes to shove, if it's just their guy versus ours, that's still Steph Curry, right? And DeAaron,
until proven otherwise.
That's what I was going to say. Until DeAaron can take that from him, that's still Steph. And the last time we saw Steph in a winner go home game on the floor of the Golden One Center, we know what happened there.
Yeah.
And a lot of that wasn't just Steph, because I'll maintain to this day, you could have dealt with the Steph 50 if your guys had hit shots.
Yep.
And they didn't.
Yep.
And so it was Steph's 50 plus everything else that sent the Kings home last year.
And we're going to learn a lot about Mike Brown talked so much this year about growth and learning. Okay, yeah, we're losing, but there's opportunities. Last year, we talked about how valuable that experience was.
Yeah.
Yeah, that series is crushing, but hey, they've done it now. Well, now you're back here.
Yeah.
What'd you learn? And can you do the things you're talking about? You can't shrink in this spot.
No.
Yeah, I got you. The circumstances are very different, in my opinion, but I understand I understand what you're saying. It's just I just can't expect the Kings to perform a certain way when you're missing two of your best players.
No doubt. But it's like, hey, that aggressive Domas game, the aggressive Keegan game, can you just get those type of performances? Whether they win or lose, I mean, I guess, but can you just not shrink in this?
Yeah,
in this
sure.
spot?
I got you. No, I got you. Don't
That's
shrink.
all.
I got you.
That's all.
No shrinkage.
No shrink. No shrink.
Just got out of the pool.
Okay, thank you. I actually get that reference. No, it's good. I get it. It's a Seinfeld reference.
Wow!
I got it.
Look at you.
Yeah, I did. There's probably. Thank you. There's probably not very many that I would get, but I get that one.
I was gonna say, are you doing like a Seinfeld? Oh, we have to go. What
do.
you guys? Are you guys talking about Kings and Warriors today?
I'm just trying to survive the next 4 hours. My voice might be done by 1:30, so we'll see what we can do.
Well,
all right. Well, I'll be around for a while if you need me to pop in.
Nah, we got it, man. We got a lot to talk about as it pertains to this game. Mark Haynes is going to be with us. Guru is going to join us later on in the show. Will Z, Trista Craig. Yeah, it's going to be a good day.
Can't wait.
Okay,
I
Blake
didn't.
Show.
Okay, that was on.
There's always that.